There are many seats in the U.S. Senate currently held by Republicans that could possibly be vulnerable in 2010. Kay Bailey Hutchinson in Texas, who is running for Texas governor now, Sam Brownback in Kansas, Kit Bond in Missouri, George Voinovich in Ohio, Judd Gregg in New Hampshire, Jim Bunning in Kentucky. All are retiring, along with Mel Martinez in Florida, whose seat is currently being held by a placeholder, George Lemieux. The Sunshine State is actually an example of what Republicans are facing in choosing a new candidate. Correspondent Steve Brown is live in Miami with that part of the story. Hi, Steve.
Hi there, Brett. Yes, Republicans running next year in those Senate races that you mentioned may find themselves with a new ally or adversary. Those Tea Partiers, those conservative activists that reshaped the New York 23 race, already they say that they are ready to target Charlie Crist, Florida's governor, who's running in the Republican primary for the U.S. Senate seat, as you mentioned at the top. When I told Crist about this yesterday, Charlie Crist laughed.
I'm glad you keep your sense of humor about this. I mean,
I do.
Seriously.
The state organizer for Florida's Tea Party activists was not amused.
If I was Charlie Crist, I would be reconsidering my running for Senate.
To President Barack Obama. Everett Wilkinson says Crist crossed the line symbolically with his embrace of President Obama and substantively in his endorsement of the $750 billion stimulus bill.
It equates to generational theft.
And now we are in a downturn.
Fellow GOP Senate primary candidate Marco Rubio stands to gain from a conservative uprising in Florida. The former Speaker of the Florida State House lags way behind Crist in head-to-head polling, campaign cash, and name recognition, but enjoys significant conservative support.
I don't think the race would be possible without there being some real desire to have alternatives to this direction. It's very simple. People are tired of apologizing for their beliefs.
But Crist is quick to defend his conservative credentials.
I happen to be pro-life, I'm pro-gun, I'm pro-family, I'm for the death penalty. I mean, you name just about any issue that people care about, especially in a Republican primary, and I'm there.
Even with the August primary still obviously 10 months off, we're not hearing from one voice here in Florida, and that's Jeb Bush, the former governor, easily the most influential Republican. But getting back to these Tea Partiers here in Florida and around the country, Democrats and Republicans I spoke with tonight said that they did not see the passion or the depth of this group coming, frankly borrowing on a lot of tactics that you saw in the successful Obama campaign last year. The question for Republicans is, how do you harness it or curry their favor in a relatively short period of time? Brett?
Could be a really incredible 2010. Steve Brown live in Miami. Steve, thank you.